Good morning. I'm up early. Stayed up late. Couldn't sleep because I'm like super fasted. 36 in, 36 to go. Depending. If I could have a loss like this every day, I would fast so hardcore all the time. I know it was just a lot of fluid came off. I was up peeing all night long. But 157.3. Yep, down 5.1. 5. That's great. I don't even care. I don't care if it's all water, whatever. It's off my body. So I'm up early. Have like 40 minutes. I think I'm going to do yoga now and get it over with, or my Spanish or something that will help me out later. I have to help the kids start their day and then go to work. And my daughter's got ballet and hip hop, so I think I will do at least an hour walk and try to keep it probably around that. I don't want to set myself up for failure. So, because I would like to go. I would like to see 9. So, what is that? 3.9 to go. That's exciting. That's a great loss. Great loss. All right. And go do yoga, I think. Get that over with. That's how I feel right now. I hate everybody. Man, I'm irritable. I had serious road rage. Serious. Like, I wanted to punch that old man in the face. Then I got home and I had like 25 things to do quick. I had to help my son resubmit a homework assignment. And of course we rushed through it and we probably did worse than we would have if I just would have waited. Hurry up and get in the car to take my daughter to ballet. And then my son and I went on the trail because that's what I like to do. I like to drop her off and then not have to come home. So, forgive Layla's pantingness. But let me tell you, I've been drinking so much water today to make up for yesterday that I can't stop peeing now. And as soon as I got to the trail, I was like, I'm going to pee my pants. This is so annoying. So I was walking kind of slow. And there was a young man that was kind of like walking real fast to catch up with us. I could tell. And he's like, can I ask you a question? And I was like, oh, God. My, 12-year-old's with me. Layla's with me. The mace is in my bag, but not on my person. And then I realized that he was probably, he said, do you know how to treat burns? And even though I do, I was like, no, I'm sorry, I don't. And just tried to walk faster. And he's like, you want to know why? And I was like, not really. He's scaring the shit out of me. My intuition was like, no, let's not have this discussion. And then, of course, Layla needs to stop and go to the bathroom. Fuck's sake. And he was like, this girl that I used to live with, she dumped gasoline all over me and lit me on fire, and she was laughing. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's talking right in front of Tate, so I'm trying to be, like, nice, but I'm also trying to be like, you're not going to hurt us. I don't know. It was bizarro. And it was a good opportunity after we ran away from him. Sorry. I was burping a lot on the trail, like loud, huge burps. I was like, oh, it's a shame I'm not taping. Because I class up YouTube a little bit. But anyways, I, was a little weirded out. I think maybe he did really suffer this injury, and he seemed to have like maybe some brain damage. So I feel bad, of course. But then I'm always also like, you're supposed to trust your instinct. And he was not giving me a good vibe. So then we had to hurry home because I was going to pee my pants. So we only did 2 miles today. We did run a little bit more because we were scared of the guy. My son said he would hit him with his scooter. So we talked about it. We talked about like if your gut's telling you something's up. And I said, yeah, getting hit with the scooter would hurt like a bee. And he goes, no, like a hornet, Mom. So my little boy has some innocence in him. I was like, no, you dummy. Hurt like a bitch. Sheesh, guys, it's been a day. I hate everybody. I never did yoga this morning, so I'll do that. I stood all day at work. I have like this senile coworker and she drives me crazy. And she was on vacation and she came back today, so of course she was breaking shit. So I had to do all that, and then I had to deal with her. So then I had I checked, we're supposed to be coming down to Florida, Jen. I think kind of close to you too, if I remember correctly. We're supposed to be going to Florida in November. I don't like, so I was supposed to be doing a half marathon, the Wine and Dine Festival in Florida. And I was very excited. It's one of my favorite runs, even though it's half marathon. After, you get to go into Epcot and you get to do the like around the world with your little passport and get all the foods and all the drinks. And I love it. So much fun. Well, it got canceled, and me and my girlfriend were going to still go down that weekend and go to Epcot for one day. And then my family was going to come down and we were going to do 4 days at Universal. Well, I had already booked the kids and my husband's flights, but I didn't book one for myself because I thought I was going to go ahead of time. Well, my friend that I run with just told me she's not going to be able to come because of COVID and work scenarios, and she lives in Maine and they have some pretty tough restrictions when she comes back, and she works in the public, so she would have to take another 2 weeks off. It's annoying, but whatever. And like everyone's afraid of Florida. They say it's terrible there. Is it bad, Jen? I know my girlfriend lives in Fernandina Beach, and she said that they kind of live like nothing's going on. It's a little scary. And one of the kids at my kids' school is doing hybrid, but I chose to keep my kids 100% remote. But now there's a kid that's sick at the school, so I don't know what's going to happen anyways, but I'm glad I kept him home. I was really worried that the school that they go to is in a pretty bad area. It's a great school, but it's just in a bad area, and it's in a real like impoverished and I don't know, it's like a hot spot for COVID. I don't really know why, if it's the amount of people or the lack of education or what. I don't know. Because Delaware is doing really good about testing, so I'm not really sure what's going on. But right in their zip code of their school is a really hot area, so I had a feeling it would happen. So I am glad. I am glad that they're home. But I don't really know how that's going to affect our trip to Florida if we're going to. I think we're going to still go because hopefully everything will be okay with Universal. I would like to take the kids to Animal Kingdom too. So I don't know. Has anyone been to Disney lately? Tell me how it is, or Universal. But anyways, I saw on the airline, because I went to go book my flight, and my flight, I could get like a flight for $29. I was like, well, that's awesome. I'm going to do that. So I jumped on and I got my ticket. And then I looked, and of course I'm like, well, I wonder, because of COVID, oh, my shoulder, if I can go ahead and get on and do cheaper tickets for my family, because my friend told me if they even change your flight like by 1 minute you can cancel and not have any fees or whatever. So that's what I tried to do today. Go feed the animals, okay? Okay. What's wrong? Do you have any ravioli left? Yeah, I can warm you up some. Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Okay, give me a minute. Sorry. So where was I? Oh, so I went online and I booked through Expedia. And it was American Airlines. I called them because that's who the flight was through. So then I get a hold of American Airlines and they said, well, you booked this through Expedia. You have to cancel through them. So I call Expedia, cancel the flights. Meanwhile, like waiting on hold for an hour each time I'm talking to these people. And then the girl proceeds to tell me, okay, you'll get a credit from American Airlines. It's not just like you can cancel and then rebook at a different airline. So I was like, well, this is just great. And then she then continues to tell me that it's just a airline credit per person, that like all the credits can't be combined. And I was like, and she's like, since it's under, it was like $100 savings. And I, like, after all this, it was not worth it. Each of the kids' tickets and my husband's ticket was like a $33 difference. And she says to me, well, since it's under $50 per ticket, you don't get it back. I was like, what? We had been on the phone for like an hour and a half, and we got disconnected too on top of it. And I was like, I'm not fucking calling back. I'm not calling Expedia. They can go ask themselves. But now I have no tickets because all our flights were canceled. So then I ended up calling American Airlines back. Another hour on hold. And the lady was nice and helped me, but now I have vouchers. All day long. It was all day. And then all day. And fasted. I'm like 48 hours fasted. I've been trying to up the water, and then I wanted to up the salt, and then I think I did too much salt because my stomach's killing me. Oh, so I hate everybody. I hate everybody. So now I still have to do yoga. I'm gonna go help my son have something to eat, and then, which is always fun when you're fasting. Then I'll do yoga. And then I'll get back on here and do gratitude because I got so much to be grateful for right now. I'll be back. Hey, bitches. Oh, God. Gotta turn the TV down for a minute. Just got done with yoga. I don't know, guys, how fasted am I? I have to look. Hold on. No, it was not still recording. I was wondering if it would record if I went out. Oh, my camera. It is 48 hours into this glorious fast. I don't know where my notes are. I'm a mess, guys. Let's go. I burped. I have to go find my notes. I don't think there's anything in there that I haven't already told you. People in my house are looking at me like I'm nuts because I'm on the phone videoing. Let's see what today says. What's today? Is today the 5th or the 6th? I think I got to turn the page. Oh, I put a little hooray sticker in my... Okay, guys. Yep, 48. I get to eat tomorrow. If I choose to. My husband, I tease him, his boyfriend's coming. Did you see him in yoga yesterday? I was editing my video, and I was like, Derek waved. I didn't even notice. I was telling you about how stressed I was about my day today. I don't even know if I finished telling you about the flight debacle. I'm not sure I did. It was a nightmare. But it's over. The crazy man at the path is over. Walk's over. Yoga's over. I can be done now. I just closed all my rings too. And it's only 7 o'clock. So that's pretty awesome. I'm exhausted. I found the 2 gratitude cards today. It was stuffed in some Girl Scout paperworks. Today's funny is historians. Is that what that says? Historians. Do yourself a favor and watch a documentary. See how fucking excited those people are to talk about their shit. It's an incredible act of bravery to be straight up, openly passionate about anything in this world. Historians are killing it in the excitement department. Oh, man, yoga was hard today, guys. Day 15, so we are halfway through yoga, or this 30-day challenge anyways. My arms are hurting. It was half moons. That was something I've never done before. Everything else I think so far I've done. Not a lot. I've only done a few yoga classes. I think that was definitely the first time I ever tried that. That was hard. So I'm pretty grateful that my body is getting stronger. And I think Sydney told me that my form is looking better. And I thought that too. So I'm grateful that my form is getting better. I still feel bloated, but that's okay. I don't think I'm going to have another amazing number. I felt pretty awesome today, though, being that I dropped 5.1. It's so motivating to keep going. When you get a good number, that is so motivating to me. You know, it takes a lot more to keep pushing when you have a tiny number. So, and my thread has been awesome today. Talking to everybody, doing a 72. It was very awesome. I think Jen said, she felt alone and like implying that she knows she's not alone. So it's nice to have somebody. And I said, yeah, we're all struggling together. At least we're together. And we're all going through the same thing. We're basically all right around the same number of hours fasted, which is so nice because how ghrelin works, the hormone that spikes for your hunger, it comes and goes in waves. And typically it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner time. Maybe some people spikes more I think Eileen and David both said they really struggle at night. I have one wave of hunger that comes pretty early in the morning, but as long as I get that, I think people have their coffee or whatever, I have my bang, I do okay. I can get through it. That's usually like 6 to 9. I can get through it with my bang. And then I usually want a protein bar. Something easy, nothing astronomical. But then my hunger spikes again. Like today at about 12:30, people started eating at work, and you smell all the good food. So I used to walk at lunch, but when I started fasting, I walked at lunch a lot too, but I started not taking my lunch and leaving early, so working through lunch. But maybe I'll start walking again. I try to walk every day when I get home, with Tate or with Layla, definitely, because she needs that. So sometimes I feel like, oh, you're going to walk. And then when I start running, it's like, that's a lot of activity, You don't want to go overboard. That's a thing. In November, when I start running again, I don't know how much fasting I'll be able to do. It might be OMAD because, it makes me so hungry running. Like longer than a mile if I run. I don't know, guys. I'm hoping I can get... October is my 140 goal, and I'm 157, so I need to get closer to the 150 so I can get into that 140 mark. And I think I was saying that my husband's boyfriend is coming down. That's what I call him. He's got like one friend. He doesn't really care about what people think about him, and he kind of says it like it is, and not too many people like that. So he gets along with people fine. He just doesn't have a lot of close friends, but he has this one really good buddy, but unfortunately he lives in Pennsylvania. I think he's like 3 hours from us, I think. I'm not exactly sure, but they like to fish together, and then usually they go out to eat. And my husband said maybe we'll go out to dinner Friday night. So I told him I could eat Friday and Saturday and that count as my weekend, but that's really not what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to be able to eat on the weekends when I'm home and doing stuff versus during the week. So I don't know. I could probably convince them to go out to dinner Saturday, but it all depends on where I am in my fasting this week. I had wanted to eat tomorrow and then give me a nice another 72. I think that kind of works out. So I don't know. We'll decide tomorrow after I weigh in and how I feel. I have leftover sloppy joes, medi, and the zucchini. So I have no problem. I can easily make that tomorrow. The kids have school pictures, so we have to go to school tomorrow. So, and I have a busy work day. But I'm hopeful for another good number. And I'm great. My arms are just screaming. Yoga's working. Thank you, Sydney and Mary and Tracy. They're screaming though. I can't even hold the phone. I'm gonna go take a bath and I'm gonna lay down. I was telling Joanne I had to make my son, he called up while I was making the other video, and he's like, can I have some leftover raviolis? Because I made them a huge, like, 11 by 13 pan of baked raviolis yesterday. And he tried it, like, I've made it 3 or 4 times, and he tried it just recently, and now he loves it. And it's so funny because he didn't like red sauce, and I make this creamy red sauce, added like tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, salt and pepper, and a little bit of sugar and cream cheese and herbs. My daughter used to say herbs. She said, are there herbs in this, Mom? Aw, missed them when they were little. But he started eating it. You top it with mozzarella and then Parmesan, and you bake it. They love it now. And he's like, I think the 2 of them ate the entire 11 by 13 in the last day and a half. So they really like it. But I was telling her, like, I just made him, he had an applesauce and a banana and the whole plate of raviolis to finish out the pan. And we were reading, trying to get that done so we didn't have to have a fight tonight because no school tomorrow. It's picture day. And so we're reading, and I'm reading first, and he's eating the ravioli, and I just keep, like, watching him, like, put the ravioli in his mouth. And then he's like, is there any more? And I scraped a little bit of the pan and gave it to him. And I'm reading, and he just covers up. There's, like, a little bit left on the plate, and he's, like, covering it up with a napkin and throwing it away. And I'm like, carrying palpitations. And it keeps calling me in the trash can, like that Seinfeld episode where George reaches in and eats the donut or whatever it is, eclair. That's what I'm like. There was a Sex and the City. Episode where she eats the cake out of the trash can and then she dumps soap all over it. That's what I probably should do.
Meanwhile, Miranda was getting fed up as well, with herself.
Hi, it's me. Leave a message. I know you're probably busy having mind-blowing sex right now, but I feel that you need to know your good friend Miranda Hobbs has just taken a piece of cake out of the garbage and eaten it. You'll probably need this information when you check me into the Betty Crocker Clinic.
Because I keep thinking about it. And it's like maybe a spoonful. I didn't say anything to him, like, why aren't you eating it? I'm nuts. I'm delirious. Too fasted. He loves this game, he's saying. All right, kids. Everyone have a good night. I'm hoping I'm another big number tomorrow. Let's see. What would I be? I'd be thrilled with 3. I guess I'd be okay if it's anywhere between 1.5 and 2.5. Look at this big bruise on my leg. See it? Look at that. 2 of them. Should probably. And a huge one on my thigh. Must have fell into some stuff this weekend. Oh, your girl's a mess. All right, kids. I hope I sleep tonight. Way fasted. 48 hours. Very stressful day. I pray tomorrow is easier. And a big drop.
And even if you've had some hiccups along the way, day 15 will be a great chance to recommit, settle in, drop in, and we're gonna have some fun today with half moon because we're halfway through 30 days. See what I'm saying? So hop on the mat and let's get started.
Halfway.
All right, everyone. So we're gonna start in a cross-legged position or a kneeling position. So you can decide which one works best for you. Nice comfy seat. I'm sitting up on a block to start here, just so I can check in with my breath here as we ease into our practice today.
You can come sit in here, Leila.
Close your eyes, relax your shoulders.